So there comes the female GOAT, and these women are going from having 3,000 people in their arenas to 20,000.
Caitlin Clark shattered expectations at the RSM Classic Pro-Am, once again proving why she stands apart as a once-in-a-generation athlete. Celebrated for her dominance on the basketball court, Caitlin has now turned heads in the world of golf, stunning fans and seasoned professionals alike. Her performance wasn't merely strong. It set an entirely new standard. Think about it. A basketball icon steps onto one of golf's most respected stages and delivers instantly. Caitlin didn't simply take part.
I don't really care what happens. It doesn't really matter. I don't play golf for a living, and just have fun with it. Like, this isn't, super serious. Enjoy the experience. Because there were so many people that would, kill to be in my position or be in my shoes, or, the people that are following outside the ropes would love to have one opportunity to, hit a ball on the first tee or something like that. So just remind yourself how cool this experience is and don't let it pass you by. But I think that's, anything I do in life.
With a stunning performance on the back nine, she demonstrated that she is not just an exceptional talent, but a fearless competitor who rises. With every obstacle, her precision, calmness, under intense pressure and natural magnetism, lit up the course. Still, it went beyond the scorecard. It was about the moment itself. The crowd, including many experiencing golf for the first time, struggled to comprehend the brilliance unfolding before them. If you want it more dramatic,
I think a lot of things that me and Annika said is we share a lot of the same values, and I think that's really cool, being driven, but so do they at the same time. Like, obviously we're, professional athletes or played sport or whatever it was, but at the same time in their lives, it all relates. And I think people at times forget that. We're real humans too, and we're driven by the same things that they are.
Caitlin's magnetic presence and fearless drive have breathed new life into the sport. Her mere appearance turned an ordinary event into an unforgettable spectacle, solidifying her status as a true game-changer in athletics. The Clark phenomenon was unmistakable, and on this day it shined brighter than ever. Get ready as we dive into how Caitlin Clark didn't just compete, but lifted the entire game, carving her legacy into history.
And it's so much different than basketball. That's why I love it. It's, individual. It's a challenge, especially mentally. Like, that's what's so beautiful about golf. And I think being outside, I love that. That's the one bad thing about being in the WNBA now. It's in the spring and the summer. Part of the fall, I really miss a lot of opportunity to play golf.
Caitlin Clark didn't simply step onto the fairways at the RSM Classic Pro-Am. She commanded them with the poise and precision of a veteran competitor. Beginning her round on the back nine, it quickly became clear this was far from an ordinary appearance. Her swing blended power with elegance, proving she wasn't merely trying her hand at golf. She came ready to compete. The performance silenced doubters and impressed even the most seasoned golf purists. Every shot she struck looked deliberate, calculated, and executed.
Caitlin Clark outplaying in the Pro-Am at the RSM Classic. Certainly the biggest sports stars in the world seem to want to spend a lot of time around this.
What truly distinguished Caitlin was her remarkable composure when the pressure peaked. Golf demands absolute mental focus and physical precision, and Caitlin embraced that challenge without a trace of doubt. Her second shot on the par 5 left the crowd frozen in anticipation. It wasn't just solid, it was extraordinary, setting her up perfectly with a real chance at an eagle. Despite the strain of stepping into a completely new sport, Caitlin rose to the moment, transforming potential doubt into an opportunity to shine. Even the PGA's top leadership, including Commissioner J. Monahan, walked the course alongside her, clearly captivated.
Happens when you have a transformative athlete like Caitlin come out to another sport. She crosses over to a new sport and she brings that stardom and those fans over.
Zach Johnson, the seasoned golfer and Ian's peer, made no effort to hide his admiration as he watched her compete, witnessing her command of the course. He described her as an athlete who tackles tough moments with grace, a sentiment repeated all day long. Caitlin delivered a masterclass in concentration, determination, and flexibility. Yet beyond the scorecard, it was the energy she brought that
presence alone is all that matters. Her love for the game is all that matters. I think probably the only person that is worried about how she plays is, I would imagine, Caitlin herself.
The spectators weren't simply cheering for the game of golf. They were cheering for her. Her supporters, many experiencing a golf course, for the very first time tracked her every step. Driven by her passion and determination, Caitlin infused the tournament with fresh energy, transforming it into something more than a pro-am. She wasn't just competing.
It was awesome. Caitlin loves the sport, loves the difficulty. You can tell she's a competitor. She likes to tackle hard things. It's evident.
As she wrapped up her round, Caitlin's impact was undeniable. She seamlessly connected two different worlds, basketball and golf, through her undeniable star power. Her appearance went far beyond simple participation. It became a statement about inspiring people to see sports, and golf in particular, from a fresh perspective. By the close of the day, Caitlin Clark had not only put on an outstanding showing, but had also etched a lasting mark on the RSM Classic. She reshaped the way the game is experienced. Caitlin Clark's involvement in the RSM Classic Pro-Am didn't merely spark excitement. It transformed the event into...
There are so many, both male and female, who have watched a lot of WNBA basketball this year because of Caitlin Clark. And now it seems like whatever she does, whether it's in fashion, whether it's in the arts, and now whether it's in sports here, they seem to follow her. And anything that she touches makes it a little bit better. And obviously she's doing that with golf right now.
I know that you work really hard in the off season. You said yesterday you're always trying to get better. What's the thing that you're working on in this off season?
I think, honestly, besides the actual basketball skill part of it, I think getting stronger. That's what I'm focusing on. I'm in the weight room a lot, just building that strength. Obviously, it was hard going right from the college season to the professional season. You know, you spend a lot of time in the weight room. So
This wasn't about numbers or leaderboards. It showed how a single athlete can reshape the appeal of an entire sport. Caitlin's magnetic presence injected fresh energy into the course, drawing in people who may have never tuned into golf before. Many following her weren't the usual golf audience. They were basketball enthusiasts, devoted WNBA fans, and...
I love that she has a love for the game of golf. Yeah, maybe I'll ask Caitlin for some advice, some tips. Next time we'll get together, maybe it'll be on a basketball court.
This wasn't about numbers or leaderboards. It showed how a single athlete can reshape the appeal of an entire sport. Caitlin's magnetic presence injected fresh energy into the course, drawing in people who may have never tuned into golf before. Many following her weren't the usual golf audience. They were basketball enthusiasts, devoted WNBA fans, and...
Yeah. You got that. There you go.
180 yards is fair.
The anticipation surrounding Caitlin's presence was undeniable. Despite her appearance being confirmed only a few hours prior, the buzz ignited rapidly. Spectators poured in, eager to witness her highly talked-about golf skills in person. This surge of enthusiasm, widely known as the Caitlin effect, highlighted her exceptional star appeal. Few athletes have the ability to single-handedly boost interest in a sport, yet Caitlin continues to do just that. She delivered an impressive performance on the course, and her magnetic influence transformed curious spectators into...
Well, first of all, we're thankful that she's here. Kind of the one on, when you talk about women's sports, she's kind of, other than Nelly, it's been Caitlin.
Her performance was truly exceptional. Each shot Caitlin executed reflected not only skill but also determination. She showcased remarkable precision and adaptability, proving she could compete with seasoned professionals. Her calm demeanor under intense pressure highlighted her champion's mindset. Whether it was a perfectly calculated approach that set up a potential eagle or her unwavering focus on critical putts, every move demonstrated her strong resolve. Even when she didn't hit her mark, the audience cheered her perseverance and commitment to improvement. Conversations around the course extended beyond her technical abilities. PGA officials, fellow players, and fans were captivated by the broader impact of her display, recognizing the significance
those fans over. But many of the fans who were walking with her today aren't necessarily golf fans. They're either Caitlin fans or WNBA fans, and it's kind of their first exposure to the game. So a lot like last week, it was a really good step for golf and obviously for Caitlin and her fans. Now,
Zach Johnson described it as a landmark moment, commending her ability to navigate the demands of the sport with remarkable composure. Her presence highlighted golf's inclusivity and versatility, showcasing it as a game open to everyone. The diversity of her playing partners, ranging from top executives to seasoned athletes, demonstrated how Caitlin bridges different sports, age.
I'm excited. I think, obviously our goal of reaching the playoffs last year we accomplished, but now, we want to be a championship contender. I think we're putting in the pieces to be able to do that, hopefully add some free agents, and you can just feel the excitement in the whole organization and in the city, our fans. So honestly, I can't wait to get back out there. I wish we had a game tomorrow, honestly. Yeah.
By the time Caitlin wrapped up her performance, the RSM Classic Prom had evolved into more than a mere competition. It had turned into a defining moment for golf and sports at large. Caitlin had powerfully shifted perspectives, proving her talent knows no boundaries. The day wasn't just about setting records, but about breaking barriers, and Caitlin
Clark is just such a class act. She was incredible, breaking all types of records, and that's something she was certainly proud of. We saw lots of smiles on the court.
Caitlin is the face right now, and that's also good. Like, she's selling out gyms, of course. Like, why would you hate against that?
Caitlin Clark's display at the RSM Classic Prom captivated spectators, proving that her talents extend far beyond the basketball court. Each swing highlighted her focus, finesse, and pure athletic ability, challenging the limits of what crossover athletes can achieve. Her second shot on the par 5 hole was nothing short of brilliance, creating a direct eagle chance and sending the crowd into a frenzy, aware they were witnessing a historic moment. Yet, this wasn't just a single standout play. It was a complete showcase of skill, determination, and unforgettable moments that kept.
Yeah, well, I'm just obviously really thankful for Gainbridge and everything that they do, not only in women's sports, but just sports in general. It's tremendous, and I feel very lucky to be a partner of theirs, and sports unites people, and that's kind of what this feels like, too. It's just bringing people together where they can find joy in something.
Her ability to navigate the course with the precision of a seasoned professional was remarkable. From reading greens to the power behind her drives, Caitlin approached the game with a poise and skill that felt almost otherworldly for someone balancing multiple sports. Veteran golfer Zach Johnson described her focus and consistency as astonishing, noting that Caitlin thrives when faced with challenges most players shy away from. Even experienced golf analysts and commentators found themselves questioning how someone could adapt so seamlessly to a sport.
There is a lot of appropriate attention on Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, and we found out that the Fever Storm game from over the weekend drew 2.2 million viewers, which is massive. The WNBA has 18 games this season where they've had more than 1 million viewers average, and 16 of those 18 have featured Caitlin Clark. So you cannot deny the connectivity of Caitlin Clark playing basketball and people wanting to watch. If she's playing, they will come, they will watch the game.
What made Caitlin's experience truly memorable was the undeniable charisma she radiated throughout the event. Spectators flocked to every spot, captivated by her every action. For many attendees, it was their first real encounter with golf. Yet Caitlin turned it into an exhilarating spectacle. Unlike the typical calm and quiet of golf tournaments, the audience buzzed with excitement, erupting in cheers and chants more common at basketball arenas. Each swing of her club was met with applause, and every move she made drew waves. Caitlin's ability to draw such a wide-ranging audience, die-hard basketball enthusiasts, families with kids, and casual onlookers, spoke volumes about her rare star power. Her influence went far beyond her athletic abilities. It was rooted in genuine connection. The Caitlin effect has often been described as extraordinary. Today, it reached an entirely new level. Fans weren't just impressed by her skills. They were touched by her resilience, her versatility, and the pure joy she radiated while playing. Even the moments away from the court added to the enchantment. Caitlin's connection with fans, her composed demeanor while interacting with PGA officials, and her playful banter with the crowd all highlighted her remarkable relatability. She wasn't just an athlete looking to prove herself. She was a role model, showing that perseverance, grit, and courage can break down barriers. But Caitlin's achievement went far beyond her performance on the course. It was about the inspiration she ignited. The spectators weren't merely cheering for a golfer. They were witnessing a trailblazer in motion. Her talent for drawing fans from basketball arenas to golf courses showcased her magnetic appeal and universal charm. The energy she radiated throughout the round, the excitement in each swing, and the determination in her gaze reminded everyone why she's a once-in-a-generation talent. Caitlin's influence stretched well beyond those in attendance. Her presence attracted fresh eyes to the sport, introducing golf to people who might never have tuned in otherwise. As one PGA official commented, "She's not just competing, she's leading a movement." By stepping into a new sport and excelling, Caitlin proved that challenges are just opportunities waiting to be seized, a message that resonates far beyond athletics. As the sun dipped below the horizon at the RSM Classic, it was evident this wasn't merely another tournament. It was a landmark moment in Caitlin Clark's extraordinary journey. She demonstrated what is possible when skill, passion, and fearlessness intersect. Caitlin has become more than a star. She's a symbol of limitless potential and the power of breaking barriers. And this is just the beginning. Whether she's shattering records, inspiring fans, or redefining expectations, Caitlin Clark continues to blaze a trail. Her story is far from complete. And one thing is certain. Wherever she ventures next, history will follow. The symbolism of Caitlin playing alongside golf legends and industry leaders cannot be overstated. Her presence reminded everyone that sport is universal and greatness knows no limits. Caitlin Clark, the basketball phenom, turned a golf tournament into an unforgettable spectacle. She didn't just compete. She breathed new life, attracted new fans, and redefined the meaning of the game. By the conclusion of her round, it was obvious this wasn't just a day of golf. It was a statement. Caitlin Clark is a pioneer, a force of nature unwilling to be confined to a single definition of greatness. As she walked off the course to roaring applause, one thing was clear. She had left her mark, and golf would never be the same. Today, Caitlin Clark didn't merely play. She transformed the game. Her remarkable performance at the RSM Classic Pro-Am wasn't only a showcase of skill. It was proof of what happens when talent, determination, and fearlessness collide. Caitlin demonstrated that greatness has no boundaries, mastering a new arena with the same competitive spirit that made her a basketball superstar. Fans and analysts watched in awe as she turned a routine Pro-Am into a historic sporting moment. If you want to experience the latest and most exciting moments in women's basketball, this is your hub here on WNBA Original. We cover breaking news, inspiring stories, and all the action, bringing you closer to the players who define the game. Don't forget to subscribe and hit notifications so you never miss a beat, on or off the court. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more from WNBA Original.